Okay, looks like we're live. All right. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to our continuing education class on stress, sleep, and emotions. I hope you guys have been learning a lot throughout this experience, and make sure that you are taking advantage of the quizzes that are at the end of each section so that you can retain a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and let me try to share my screen and get all this up and running. And there we go. I'm going to move myself to the small screen. All right, stress, sleep, and emotions. My name is Rebecca Schugert. I am a certified nutritional consultant and certified essential oil specialist. I am also a homeschool mom. These are my kids right here. I've got one in college, one getting ready to actually graduate next week, a 15-year-old, and then a 5-year-old. So lots of different emotions and stress in our house, and also lots of different sleep schedules. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. Stress, sleep, and emotions. We all have stress, we all need to sleep, we all have emotions. So this is something that we're dealing with all the time. So grab a pen and some paper, or if you received a handout, go ahead and get that now. And we're gonna start by taking a look at this chart. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 0 being not at all, and then 10 being this is a really big problem, how often are you aware of being stressed in your daily life? So if you're putting a 0 here, then you need to be teaching this class and not me, and I want to know all of your secrets. And then if you're putting a 10, then obviously there's quite a bit of work that we need to get started on, okay? So stress in your daily life, what is your awareness level of that? And then number 2, how concerned are you about the quantity and the quality of the sleep that you're getting? I think if any of us are parents in here, that you know that as soon as kids enter the world, that first of all, you're overjoyed, right? And second of all, your sleep is going to change forever. So that doesn't change even when they get older, just a little tidbit for you. Now, how frequently do your emotions feel difficult to manage appropriately? And that's a key word right here, is appropriately. So go ahead and rate yourself, whether it's a 0 to 10, and let's see where there is room for improvement. Okay, we're gonna get a little nerdy right here, a little sciencey. So just bear with me if this is not your thing. Trust me, we're gonna get to some really practical stuff, but I feel like we've got to dive in a little bit to this in order to be able to understand like what's happening in our body and what's happening to us emotionally as well, because we can't separate our physical health from our emotional health or even our spiritual health. All right, so your hypothalamus is a tiny control center in your brain. And when it's stressed, it orders the brain to release stress hormones. This is designed to protect you. The hypothalamus is part of the HPA axis, which is the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. And you might have heard the term adrenal fatigue before, which is caused by chronic stress and other factors. Adrenal fatigue is not a medically recognized health issue, but HPA Axis Dysregulation is, and they're really essentially the same thing. Now, I personally have struggled with adrenal fatigue for years, and I know how debilitating it can be. So I'm going to show you this slide, this next slide, to give you a little bit of an idea, sort of a snapshot, and if you want to take a screenshot, you can, of like things that will affect your adrenals and what can. So we've got life stressors, toxins, body issues, meaning like, you know, physiological issues, diet, poor eating habits, lifestyle. And your HPA axis is the control center for your body's stress response. So when you get stressed, the hypothalamus is going to release a hormone called CHR, which results in the production of cortisol, your stress hormone, from the adrenal glands. And again, this is a normal response. Your body is designed to do this. However, in our modern world, your HPA axis is constantly being activated. And you can see all these different things right here. It's constantly being activated because you are being exposed to stressors all the time. So some examples could be financial problems, traffic, work issues, physical stressors, even negative thought patterns, relationship difficulties, and chronic infections. And these stressors can take a toll on your HPA axis since they are things that you deal with constantly. And when dealing with these things constantly, you are more likely to develop an HPA axis dysfunction. So whether the stressors you face are psychological or physiological, each time you face them, your HPA axis is activated and your stress response begins. So let's go back to this other slide real quickly. And when this becomes prolonged or chronic, it begins to wear down your immune system and affect your mental and emotional well-being. It makes you less resilient to stress and more susceptible to dis-ease. And some of the symptoms of chronic stress right here: irritability, anxiety, depression, headaches, insomnia, poor immune function, increased blood pressure, inflammation, gut issues, autoimmunity. There's lots of things. And 70% of sleep problems are related to psychophysiological issues. Increased cortisol levels suppress our melatonin production, which we know is essential to restful sleep. And the answer to that is not just adding more melatonin to your body. What we want to do, not that there's not a time and a place for that, what we want to do though, is we want to activate what your body already knows how to do. Okay, the good news is there are different things that we can use. There's always hope, right? So we're gonna start with the hope, okay? The Adaptive Collection. This is your solution for stress relief and anxiety. And it's been a game changer for so many people. The cool thing about this collection is that the essential oil blend and the supplement are designed to work synergistically together to help you adapt physically, emotionally, and mentally to life's stressful situations. Now, adaptive is not going to remove stress from your life. So I'm not promising you that it does. I wish I could. But what it's going to enable you to do is to be proactive rather than reactive to the stressors that you are experiencing. So let's break down the collection a little bit. Okay, the adaptive supplement right here in the middle is completely different than the essential oil blend. So this is the blend over here, and this is the touch, which the difference in this is that it has fractionated coconut oil in it, and it's ready to go. It's super convenient. And so you're gonna just apply the touch, usually topically, and then you're going to use the adaptive oil blend like in a diffuser or something. So let's break down the capsules first. They are an incredible formulation of GABA, essential oils, and clinically studied botanicals that help calm the central nervous system and reduce your body's stress response. Now, the beautiful thing about adaptive is that you can take it in the morning or you can take it at night. The key is to know your body and how you are going to respond. So I always recommend like giving this a try first on a weekend. So you don't have like to get up for work in the morning, depending on, you know, how your day is going and how your body is affected by the capsules. So knowing your body and how you respond is really important. So for me, the adaptive capsules work best taken during the day, like especially in the morning, just to kind of get me started off on an even keel. And I'm at the point where I don't have to take them every day. I really take them at certain times. And if I'm feeling more stressed, or if I really need to focus and kind of minimize like distractions or any sort of like emotional thing that I've got going on. So do a little trial. Again, try it on a weekend. What the capsules do is they calm you and help promote positive feelings. They support your mood and improve your state of mind. Helps when acclimating to new surroundings and adapting to stressful situations. They also encourage relaxation and supports cognitive function and emotional balance. It also promotes mental well-being, just an overall feeling of mental well-being. So let's talk about GABA for a second. GABA is a neurotransmitter that calms down your brain and helps promote relaxation. It has a natural comforting effect and helps reduce feelings of anxiousness and fear by decreasing your neuronal excitability. So if you're the type of person that has difficulty organizing your thoughts, then definitely give this a try. That's what I notice a lot for me, is that not only does it calm my emotions, but it kind of helps with that, you know, tabs all open in my brain sort of thing, because that is a real issue for me with 4 kids. So I'm just going to be really upfront and honest with you that sometimes I have a really hard time focusing on one thing. So give this a try. if you're a person that has difficulty organizing your thoughts. Now, ahi flower is an omega-rich, healthy oil with a higher quality and quantity of omegas than any other seed oil. And clinical data on omega oils have demonstrated a positive effect on the reduction of anxious feelings. Now, scaledium extract is a phytochemical ingredient found in the scaledium plant. Now, it brings a feeling of alertness, and also serenity. So the extract supports healthy emotional responses to everyday stressors and promotes feelings of happiness and well-being. Okay, hang on one sec. All right, now let's talk about the adaptive oil blend. Sorry about that. My slides were out of order for a minute. The adaptive oil blend contains wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. It helps boost your mood, complements effective work and study, increases your feelings of tranquility, soothes and uplifts, and has a very calm and relaxing aroma. So I love to put this in the diffuser when I feel like the environment is chaotic, or if emotions are running really high, which sometimes, you know, with teenagers, that can really happen. And it can help set the tone for the day. I love to pair it with a citrus or like an herbal essential oil in the diffuser. And so I'll go downstairs first thing in the morning, and one of the first things I start with is picking up oils to put in my kitchen diffuser. And that's like a non-negotiable for me in the morning. Now, it also comes in the roller bottle. And so again, this is just diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So you can keep it on you, keep it in your purse, you can just whip it out, roll it right on wherever you need it. It's wonderful to use topically for stress-induced high blood pressure. So if you're feeling like your blood pressure is off, roll adaptive over your heart and wrists throughout the day, and it will help your mood too. But stress definitely has physiological ramifications. So I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. If you're a person that when you get really stressed, your blood pressure goes up. So you can make sure that you're using it in that regard as well. All right, let's look at some diffuser blend recipes. So adaptive and wild orange, that's a great one. Balance and wild orange. You know, wild orange is the oil of happiness, right? I mean, everyone loves wild orange. Citrus bliss, sandalwood, grapefruit, and elevation. Elevation is fantastic as well. That's one of my favorites to use in the diffuser downstairs as well. You've got the forgive blend, balance and breathe, peace, balance, and vetiver. There are so many different combinations, and really just play around with them. See what works well for you. I mentioned that I usually like to pair with a citrus or an herbal essential oil. Basil is one of my favorite essential oils to use in the diffuser because it calms down the adrenals. It works phenomenally on your adrenal glands. And so like I love to put like adaptive, maybe a wild orange and then some basil, or something like elevation and basil. Those are some of the blends that I like. Rosemary, if again I'm trying to really focus, I'll put some rosemary in with something like the adaptive blend, or even citrus bliss. And so I just love that different variation of using kind of opposites on the oil wheel, and you'll figure out things that you like. And that you like to use, and there's different scents that we are drawn to. But I also recommend like looking up what some of the emotional benefits are, because there may be an oil that you aren't drawn to, but it may be exactly what you need. So I have a diffuser at my desk, there's one by my bed, there's one in the car, and it's such a simple way to support your mind, your body, and emotions. So make sure that you've taken a screenshot of this, and know that the more consistent that you are with diffusing, the more benefits that you're going to see. So you can even start out with one diffuser recipe in the morning and then move to another one like later in the afternoon if you need kind of to boost the energy in the room or something. So I love being able to use the diffuser to affect mood because it's the fastest way to our brains. Let's talk about some sleep habits. So while we are primarily talking about essential oils and supplements that are helpful for stress, sleep, and emotions, know that lifestyle changes are a must. I'm never going to talk about any of this without discussing like lifestyle changes and maybe, food that you might have to eliminate, or a way to, or moving to a whole food, lifestyle, that kind of thing. Of course, there's all different kinds of food lifestyles out there. You can find the one that works best for you, but know that just when you are eating whole, unprocessed foods, that is the best way to nourish your body and your mind. And that is just going to help overall with your stress, sleep, and your emotions. So, reducing stress, implementing techniques to calm your mind, properly process your emotions, and nourishing your body. So we're going to talk about a few self-care practices that are wonderful at reducing stress and calming your mind. And also processing through emotional blocks. That's something that's really important for us to remember, is that when we have emotional blocks, they are going to show up in our body physiologically. And so I usually recommend using essential oils in conjunction with some of these practices. So meditation or prayer, for me, I'm a Christ follower. And so I have like a little devotional. It's at different times during the day. I know the best way to start my day is with my devotional. It doesn't always happen first thing in the morning. So I do it when it makes sense for me during the day. And sometimes it's really good to have that middle of the day just kind of as a reset. Journaling, so like a gratitude journal. There's even an app called like the 5-minute gratitude journal. And so just making sure that that we are actually focusing on the blessings that we have and being thankful for the things that we already have. We live in a culture where everything is more, more, more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself or your family. What we don't want to do is we don't want to set that up as like the reason why we are existing. Right. And one of the things that I would teach my kids about is like, it is hard, very difficult for you to be trusted with more if you're not content with what you have. And so that's just something to think about. And for myself also. Now, breath work, slow rhythmic breathing, it calms and balances the nervous system, gets you out of your fight or flight and into a parasympathetic state. So make sure that you're tuned into your breath, because erratic breathing leads to erratic thoughts and incoherence in the body. So gentle exercise. If you are a person that struggles with adrenal issues, I'm telling you right now, make sure that first of all, you're moving your body, and second of all, that it's a gentle movement. Okay. So I tell the story when I was right in the middle of one of my adrenal, gosh, how do I say it? Like, it was a really difficult time. Okay. And my adrenal dysfunction had pretty much bottomed out. And I thought that I was helping myself, and I was doing a workout, like a beach body workout that was really high stress. And I did it for 6 weeks, and I followed the food recommendations 100%, and I gained 5 pounds. It was so discouraging. And had I known then what I know now, that what I needed to be doing was nourishing my body well, which I was doing, but I needed to be doing something like walking outside, doing yoga, maybe some light weights. I didn't need to be doing this high impact cardio or just, dancing around to music when it's playing in the kitchen. So gentle exercise is a way to calm that to calm down that fight or flight and move more into a parasympathetic nervous state. Now, EFT is the emotional freedom technique, or also called tapping, and it combines like talk therapy with tapping on the meridian points on the body. And I love, one of my favorite things is Epsom salt bath with essential oils at night, or sometimes I'll take one during the middle of the day if I can. And sleep hygiene, turning off electronics 1 to 2 hours before bed, doing a self-care activity, again, calming oils in the bedroom, in your home. Make sure your bedroom is cool and dark. Wear your blue light blocking glasses. And bonus, you can put your phone in airplane mode and turn off the Wi-Fi. And this may sound next level to you, but it's really important to help get your body ready for sleep. So I'm going to tell you something right here, a little secret. I turn my phone all the way off at night. And the reason why is because we do have like an internet line. And I know that anyone that really needs to get in touch with me, they can use that line at night. And so my cell phone is off all night long. And that's just another way where I'm not getting notifications, I'm not getting dings or anything. So if you don't have that other option, then definitely try putting your phone in airplane mode. My kids think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. I'm very familiar with insomnia, so that's why I have like a specific regimen, and I try to stay as consistent as possible. That's really important because your body works on circadian rhythms. And so the more consistent that you are at going to bed at a certain time, waking up at a certain time, your body will naturally fall into that rhythm. Now, so let's talk about a nightly supplement regimen. So there's a couple of different options here. Option one would be the Serenity Soft Gels and or the Copaiba Soft Gels. These are going to calm your central nervous system and soothe anxious feelings. You can also diffuse the Serenity oil or apply to the bottom of the feet and the big toe. And there's actually a clinical trial that was done on the Serenity Soft Gels. And that's called the Restful Complex. And it was a 6-week double-blind placebo-controlled clinical trial to investigate the efficacy of our soft gels. And the study concluded that the individuals that used the soft gels not only had improvements in their ability to fall asleep, but they also woke up more easily and they felt more alert and refreshed. So if you've tried these, you know that that is a true statement. And if you haven't tried these yet and you struggle with sleep, then definitely give it a go. Or maybe you tried just the Serenity Soft Gels and maybe it didn't work exactly for you in the way that you had hoped. So one of the things that you can try is combining Serenity with the Copaiba and doing that at night, okay? So an alternative nightly regimen would be the adaptive soft gels, maybe adding in some Copaiba as well, and then the Yarrow Palm capsules. So the adaptive soft gels promote relaxation, calming, and positive feelings. We went through that earlier. Some people, this is great for their sleep. For me, that didn't work as well. Again, it worked much better for me during the day. The Copaiba soft gels, again, are really good for anxiety, helping balance the body, and just helping you to rest. So if you've tried any of these soft gels by themselves and you feel like you need something more, again, adding in the Copaiba is a really good practice, and you can figure out what's going to work best for your body. So let's honor our bio-individuality, right? And not think that there's a one-size-fits-all approach. That's the reason why we choose natural medicine to begin with, right? So this is going to help soothe anxious feelings, but it also helps with pain because pain can interfere with sleep. So Copaiba, again, if you have any sort of physical pain, that may be subconsciously affecting your sleep. And so you can take these at night and really help calm the body and sort of alleviate those, painful areas. And I would even apply some Copaiba topically as well, maybe to the bottoms of the feet, or if you do have pain, do it right over the area that is causing you some issues. Now, the Yarrow Palm capsules have Melissa essential oil in them, which is incredible for our brain support. It's really good for emotional and cellular health as well. And it's also fantastic for our skin and hormones. And so sometimes if you're having hormonal issues at night, doing the Yarrow Palm capsules, taking them maybe with dinner, can start to help prep your body for sleep. So this is just something that I've done, and I kind of did trial and error again and figured out what worked for me. So like right now, I will do like 2 Serenity soft gels, 1 Copaiba, and that's at nighttime. With Yarrow Palm, I will take that at dinner. And then on occasion, I will take the adaptive soft gel in the morning. So again, just figure out what works for you. Now let's talk about the Hibernation Roller and the diffuser blend. So we've got frankincense, vetiver, bergamot, and Roman chamomile. And you're gonna take a 10 milliliter roller bottle and you're gonna combine 20 drops of each of these 4 oils into the roller. And then you're gonna top it with fractionated coconut oil. You're gonna apply to your feet, big toe, your heart, the palms of your hands, inhale it. You can put some on your pillow, inhale very deeply with slow, slow breaths. This is such a fantastic roller bottle for sleep. So make sure you screenshot this. The combo is so good because the 4 oils are combined in equal parts. And then for your diffuser, what you're going to do is just put 2 to 3 drops of each of these oils in there. And it's completely okay to diffuse this as well as putting the roller bottle on your body as well. So these 4 oils work together to shut your brain off and take your body into a deep sleep. Frankincense is just so good for helping our minds calm down. Again, it's really great for brain support. It in general can ease hyperactivity in the body. Vetiver is like a mind switch. It helps turn that switch in your brain off so you don't have the mind chatter. And bergamot is a natural sedative. Roman chamomile helps soothe and clear the mind. So again, grab a screenshot of this and give this a try and let us know if this works for you. For a lot of people that have had chronic sleep issues, this is a really good combo for them. Let's take a look at doTERRA's mood matrix. So this is a very simple guide to our moods. And you can see all the combinations that you can use in order to achieve how you want to feel or to help you get out of how you are feeling. So if today I was feeling fatigued, right, and no passion, so I was like super apathetic and just tired, I could combine like citrus bliss and elevation right here. And then I could probably, you know, add in like some basil or something like that. And that would be really good. I could put that in the diffuser. I could put some on my wrists. I could rub it over my heart. And then if I was feeling fatigue maybe and no peace, then I could do the same thing. See how you can do all these different combos. Balance is so good for first thing in the morning. I love using balance on the bottoms of my feet or on my wrists first thing in the morning. And so you've got this little like stressed and no peace. You can see where balance is really good for that. If you've got no peace and fatigue, then serenity. There you go. And fatigue and no passion, citrus bliss, and no passion and stress, you've got elevation. So there are so many different combinations that you can use for your emotions and for your mood. Now, if you want to have a deeper dive into this, then you can check out the Essential Oils and Emotions book. I think it's on oillife.com. And they have a number of different books out there on what to use for certain moods. You can learn the properties of each oil and each oil blend and the negative emotions that they help get rid of and the positive emotions that they promote. So I highly recommend that. I just got a new one. I ordered a new one in the mail. They have come out with a 9th edition. And so I just got that and I haven't even opened it yet, but I'm excited to dive into that. Okay, now we have consistently talked about the loyalty rewards program, and so you guys know what an awesome deal it is. So this would be like a sample wellness box to help you bundle your products and save money, because you know the loyalty rewards program is completely customizable each month, and so you can get the products that you need delivered right to your doorstep. Now, if your LRP processes before the 15th of the month, you know you're going to get a free oil from doTERRA too. So make sure you are taking advantage of this program and all the benefits that it offers. And if you need help with selections, then make sure that you talk with the person who helped you set up your account. So you can see like right here, we have the entire adaptive collection, right? The adaptive roller bottle to throw in your purse, the capsules, and then you've got the blend for your diffuser. We've got wild orange because everyone needs wild orange. I don't care who you are, you need wild orange in your life. And then Copaiba, you've got the soft gels. And so that can help whether you're dealing with some physical pain that's maybe causing some emotional conflict and emotional issues. And then you've got your Balance essential oil. And so this is a perfect, great little wellness box that you can either help someone else get, or you can order this for yourself. So take a screenshot of this one as well. And you can see that it's, 131 PV. And so if you would order this before the 15th of the month, then you naturally would get a free essential oil in there too. And so this is just such a great way to be able to handle stress, sleep, and emotions, save money, and get your products for the most economical price out there. Now, we're going to talk for just a second about one of my favorite topics again, the Symphony of the Cells application book. Now, Symphony of the Cells is a spinal technique, and it's a collection of protocols formulated to create harmony in our body. Physical harmony, emotional harmony, and spiritual harmony. And each protocol is specific to a system. So you've got like your digestive system, your lymphatic system, your immune system. And what the Symphony of the Cells does is it allows you to target ailments. So take a screenshot of this, and we usually do a continuing ed class on Symphony of the Cells. Make sure that you watch that one as well, because it's going to break down exactly how to use this. My very favorite application for sleep, stress, and emotions is the Amobic, and that is for emotional health and biological health. So you're going to start out with frankincense, there's neroli, rose, jasmine, and then you're going to have some carrier oil spikenard, melissa, the centering blend, Douglas fir, and spearmint. And now you can see these little symbols right here. So frankincense, you're going to apply right up here on your neck. You're going to make sure you inhale it, and then you're going to put it on the bottoms of your feet. Neroli comes in a touch roller bottle, and so you're going to rub that up and down the back. And if you have someone to do this for you, that's the way it works best when you're applying it to your back. But a lot of times I just apply to my feet. And then you're going to inhale that, and then you're going to rub on the bottoms of your feet. And then rose, you're going to rub some in your hand, okay? Because again, it's the touch bottle. And then you're going to inhale it, rub it up and down your spine and on the bottoms of your feet. So you can see how these symbols, so that helps explain what the symbols are for. And then after you do jasmine, then you're going to apply some carrier oil all up and down your back or to the bottoms of your feet, wherever you're doing this. And then you're going to add the rest of these oils one at a time, because it is a layering technique. This is not where you're dumping them all in your hand and applying them on your body at once. You're doing the layering technique, applying them one at a time, giving the body a couple of seconds to have the oils start to sink in, get into your cells, and then you move to the next oil. So this is an incredibly relaxing way to help your body get back into homeostasis. So again, make sure that you stay tuned for the Symphony of the Cells class, because guys, you are going to absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm going to stop my screen share. I hope that this has been really helpful for you, that you've come away with a few ideas about how to help yourself emotionally, how to help alleviate some stress that you're going through, and how to get some better sleep. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let us know, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.